Appointed representatives management is an important regulatory area. Managing regulatory requirements is always a challenge. But if you are regulated, then you have to be compliant. So how can firms get compliant, stay compliant, and prove their compliance? GRC Maestro is an online tool which checks, manages, and records compliance. GRC Maestro supports the 4 compliance pillars. Firstly, governance encompassing high-level management and oversight of appointed representatives. Secondly, the take-on of new appointed representatives. This includes gathering regulatory information and checking for issues or omissions. Thirdly, the periodic monitoring of appointed representatives to ensure they remained compliant. And finally, the recording and management of ad hoc events such as complaints, errors, and breaches. Looking first at the take-on of new appointed representatives, GRC Maestro manages compliance by sending a request for information to the proposed appointed representative or the account manager, asking questions requiring answers, add attachments, validation checks to ensure answers are technically correct, display dynamic rules so that answers to one question will display additional questions, and when the GRC Maestro form is submitted, checks are run to ensure all required information is included. When a respondent submits a form, the system runs checks to identify potential breaches. A question with a potential breach is flagged as an incident for investigation. A compliance manager investigates each incident and classifies it as a breach or non-breach. The reason for making the assessment has to be recorded. All incidents classified as breaches must be resolved. There is also an option to attach documents. All incidents regarding appointed representatives are viewable and can be sorted and filtered. Filters and sorting options include date range, the appointed representative, and breaches or non-breaches. Having given a brief overview of GRC Maestro, here is a summary of why firms use the system for their appointed representatives' compliance. GRC Maestro evidences your full compliance. Regulators can see the checks performed, the results, and any issues with your appointed representatives. Checks and controls are automated and enforced. Any anomalies are flagged for investigation and resolution. GRC Maestro is highly flexible. It can simply formalize your existing processes and controls, so there's no need to re-engineer your current business. And finally, it is highly cost-efficient. GRC Maestro is an online solution, so there is no software to install and no configuration required. Being compliant doesn't have to be super expensive.